So now we're onto the problem that everyone loves to hate, and that is the one dealing with fractions. With this, we have fractions on top of fractions, and what we're going to end up doing is combining the top two, doing our keep change flip to multiply, and then we're going to see what we can cancel. When we combine fractions, obviously we do need a common denominator. Well, first we should go ahead and substitute. I know my denominator is going to go to 0. My numerator, 4 plus 0, is 4, so 1 over 4 minus 1 over 4 is 0. I do see that we have an indeterminate form. So now, I'm going to come over here and do a timeout. So I've got 1 over 4 plus x minus 1 over 4. My common denominator, easiest way to get one is just to multiply these two terms together. So my common denominator is going to be 4 times 4 plus x. Now for here, 4 plus x to 4 times 4 plus x, I multiplied by 4, so I need to multiply the top by 4 as well, and 1 times 4 is just 4. Over here, I went from 4 to 4 times 4 plus x, which means my top needs to be multiplied by 4 plus x. Parentheses are extremely important here, so make sure you're watching out for that. And then if we go ahead and simplify, we end up with 4 minus 4 plus x all over 4 times 4 plus x. And I hope you're seeing why the parentheses are important, and it's this bit right there. If I didn't put parentheses there, I would think this is 4 minus and then add x, but it's really 4 minus and the whole thing 4 plus x, and we'll see how that works out later. So I can take this now and put it back into the numerator of my function. Limit x goes to 0. I've got 4 minus 4 plus x all divided by 4 times 4 plus x, and that is divided by x. One of the big questions here is how do you determine which is the top function, which is the bottom function? You know, is this a fraction where the numerator is the fraction, or is this a fraction where the numerator is just the 4 minus 4 plus x and the denominator is 4 times 4 plus x over x? Excuse me. The way that I do it is I always look and I make the larger fraction bar larger. So I always make that one the longest. Other people will come by and say, well, the large fraction bar, they'll put little gates at the end so you can always tell that one's the largest. So let's go ahead and we did the combine, and so now we're going to flip. Now the keep change flip thing is something that you studied for a long time, and that's when you have a fraction divided by a fraction. Well, we don't really see a fraction down here, but if we just go ahead and put that over 1, now we see the fraction. So what we're going to do is flip the denominator and multiply. So we get limit x goes to 0 of 4 minus 4 plus x all over 4 times 4 plus x times, instead of x over 1, we're going to multiply by 1 over x. Simplifying, limit x goes to 0, 4 minus 4 plus x all over 4, well, it's 4 times x, times 4 plus x. Now we've got that. Some of you may have wondered why, even at this step, or maybe even over here, I didn't go ahead and multiply through by -1 and cancel out some stuff. Well, I can go ahead and do that here. So I have limit x goes to 0. 4 minus the quantity 4 plus x. When I simplify this, getting rid of the parentheses, this becomes a -4 and a negative x. So 4 minus 4, those cancel out, and what I'm left with up top is just a negative x divided by 4x times 4 plus x. I've done some canceling, I've done some simplifying, I've done all these steps, so can I substitute again? Well, I put 0 into the top and I get 0 out. I put 0 into the bottom, 4 times anything is still 0. I'm still stuck with the 0 over 0 problem, the indeterminate form. But here, I can see I've got an x that's been factored out and an x that's all alone up here, and these can cancel. So now I've got limit x goes to 0 of negative 1 up top, and a 4 times 4 plus x at the bottom. Now here is something that I should be able to substitute into. The top is going to stay negative 1, and the denominator is going to be 4 times 4 plus 0, and that's 4 times 4, which is 16. So overall, my limit as x goes to 0 of 1 over 4 plus x minus 1 over 4, all divided by x, equals negative 1 over 16.